The following video is
an opinion piece. It is a list of basically our opinions of whatever it is that this video is about.
In other words, don't get butthurt.
If a game that you like doesn't make one of our lists, just remember, these are our opinions. You're entitled to yours. And please, share your opinions with us. We'd love to read them in the comments.
Number 10.
Number 10, or whatever, we know where we're at, is Duck Hunt. Because fuck that dog. That dog is an excessive rating, but you always wish you could shoot that dog. Everyone wishes. That dog is responsible for rage in people. That's why people have anger issues nowadays. But the game is fun as fuck. Those little ducks quacking around and getting shot out of the sky. That's the closest I've ever going out into the wild and hunting a duck. So I'll live with it. Too bad the guns don't work on modern TVs.
Number 9.
My next favorite is, we never got this in the States, but I'm a huge Robotech fan, as we all know by this point. The Macross game for the NES or Famicom. It's friggin' awesome, it's fun, and you can do all 3 modes, and you can fuck their shit up while getting fucked up. Good times.
Number 8.
The game that started it all, Final Fantasy. This game was hard, this game was unforgiving, and the fucking Marsh Cave, which we all know about the Marsh Cave. The Marsh Cave is where you die. You go to die in the Marsh Cave. If you can make it past the Marsh Cave, it's not really bad until later on, but still, fun game, and it's responsible for so many others. And so many cool things about this game. It was Dungeons and Dragons on a game console, essentially.
Gokai 7!
Okay, not the game playing behind me, but Turtles 2, the arcade game. Fun times. First real co-op game I ever played. I never played Contra as a kid. Really good, really fun. Beat 'em up. First beat 'em up I ever played. And you would get your butt kicked in it, and it was unforgiving at times. Unless you jump kicked. But good times with Turtles 2.
6.
Next up, Mega Man 2. My personal favorite of all the Mega Man games on the NES, and we can only do one per franchise anyway. Mega Man 2, Metal Blade rules the land. One Metal Blade to rule them all, essentially. Or one power to rule them all, whatever.
I thought it was one ring, but you know.
I hated those movies anyway, not the point. Mega Man 2, awesome. Just so perfect, so many awesome bosses. And you had Woodman. You could make so many jokes about that. And, I mean, they made a song, Airman Can't Die, which Airman was actually kind of a bitch in my opinion, but whatever. Airman Can't Die, good song.
Number 5. Freeze.
Ninja Gaiden 2, Gaiden and Ninjas, whatever you want to call it. Or Ninja Gaiden, I don't care, it was Ninja Gaiden back in my day. Awesome game, it was so hard, it's still so hard. It's, in my book, impossible. Played the crap out of it as a kid, got in a big box of games. It's why self-hatred happens, I think, because you play that because you hate yourself in a good way. But it's a great game. You should play it, and you'll hate yourself for it in a good way.
The Keegan 4.
Tiny Toons Adventures. These games are awesome. I've only ever got as far as Wacky Land. Love the crap out of it. Just having the whole mechanic of switching characters and finding another character, or having other characters to switch between, and all of them having a world they're good at. But good God, that level 4 in the Alley Cats. Good God, that fucking haze. But really hard, really good platformer. That's why it's on this list, obviously. One of my faves.
Exterma 3.
The original Legend of Zelda. That's an obvious one. Come on, Zelda. I mean, I still have the music stuck. Cause I played it when I went over to my cousin's house. They had it. I didn't. I'm a poor boy. But it was awesome, and the music, I didn't get to play it for years, and the music was stuck in my head all those years later. Still is, because it's probably one of the best soundtracks on the NES, not to mention the amazing gameplay and hours of secrets to find that you'd have to be, like, gifted to find.
2.
Castlevania 3, come on now.
It's a front for drugs.
Yeah, but besides that, Castlevania 3, awesome game. I mean, you got you had the Belmont guy, which this was Trevor Belmont. Trevor Belmont's all beaten ass with that whip. And you got the switch between multiple characters. One that kind of looks like a Klansman. I got it hung on walls. And then I never got Alucard when I was a kid. I didn't know about him 2 years later. And then, we got Alucard that was in Symphony of the Night, which is another awesome game. But, this game was hard. It was awesome. It was the emphasis of knockback. Oh, my God, the knockback. Death by knockback. But, amazing game, and that's why it's so high on this list. The first game I actually ever remember getting as a kid. This game is awesome. And if you stay grown, the princess will achieve your bonus. And Robert's sucking really bad at this.
Robert's terrible.
And when I was a kid, my dad was really good at this. And of course, I sucked. Because I'm like 5. I'm like, essentially. Like fucking Rayman. Definitely mushrooms. But... definitely mushrooms.
Definitely.
Anyways, amazing game. Everybody wanted to get the princess and score. That's what it was.
Fuck, Robert.
I suck at Mario games, and I'm not really trying.
Everybody loved the cartoons, and it's Mario Brothers. Come on, it's the original.
Robert.
And wow, Robert is shamefully bad at
I can fly through this first level. Let's do this.
You missed the. Are you just going without the mushroom?
He's totally just going without the mushroom.
Well, the princess won't fuck a little kid, dude.
How do you know?
Because
How do
it's
you
in that
know?
rap song that everyone got off of Napster like 10 years ago.
The princess won't fuck a little kid, I think. So stay grown, and maybe the princess will attend to your bone.